Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints Patriots are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 7-4.
From the 31, Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Block it in motion right. Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Their 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Dalton, completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Dalton. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. 4th down. Dalton wants to throw. And it's incomplete. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready?
On first down, it's Smith.
That's complete to Penny Hart. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
First down, Seattle.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Geno on first down.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
D. Eskridge.
36 yards.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Saints 3.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 for Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To try again after the sack. Dalton looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Geno. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calling a loss of 4 on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The final shot here before break. Smith.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mustang 19. 18 Randall. 18 Randall.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Out of the gun, Smith. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. And that one complete to Hart. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's good for the Saints.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Olave over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
15 yards. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and goal.
To throw here, Dalton. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. they'll turn to Kamara.
And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Their catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
44.
Dalton here from the gun.
A quick one here hauled in by Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Saints first down. First and 10.
Dalton, 1st and 10.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Smith. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 right. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Randall, 18 Randall. Tight, 19 tight.
Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check smash.
Now it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
No, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that would hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Saints first down.
Here's Dalton. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Dalton. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dalton. And the catch made by Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Dalton wants to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. It's do or die for Dalton.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final.